So what I'm going to do now is I have all my layers locked. I'm going to unlock my center layer because with the circle I want to start now cleaning everything up. I don't need my guidelines anymore because now I have my pie pieces the right size. So I'm going to highlight them with my selection tool, with my black arrow, delete them, delete, delete. And I actually also don't need my guidelines anymore. So if I draw a selection over my guideline, I'm going to delete that. Same up here. So now I just have my circle. And to fill my circle in with a color, I can do a few things. I don't want to have a black stroke because it will not look good. So I'm going to get rid of that first of all. Oops. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to take my fill, and maybe I want a solid color. So solid colors are totally fine. They can look really good. You might want to think about what colors you have here. Like, do you have a color harmony going on? And can you emphasize that color harmony? Can you work with it already? So maybe pulling out that color reference sheet could be helpful. Right now I have a lot of purples, and I have a little bit of this kind of yellow-orange. So I could almost make a split color harmony if I wanted to. Now I kind of like swamp palette colors. A lot of people don't. So the other thing you should know how to do though is how to make this into a gradient. So if you have your circle selected and you go to Window, come back down to Gradient, and we did this once before. So if you have an old gradient in here, it might pop up with that, but now I can just change my colors by changing these little indicators, and I can see in real time what I'm doing. And then this is something you just play around with until you find something that actually looks good. Right now this does not really look good. So you get the idea. You can play around with it as much as you want and get a sense of what colors are looking good. And that's what you're going to do for this. You might notice that you have some differences. See how mine has really strong outlines here and these two pie pieces don't? Usually when you zoom in, they're the same. They just kind of read a little differently when you're zoomed out. So don't worry about those kind of things. And just have fun with it. Have fun with your colors. Think about your values and your hues, tints, and tones and shades, and make something that you like to look at. So once you're all done, you're going to go into Canvas. You're going to make sure that this is saved. So you'd want to make sure it's saved as your name and Mandala. And then what you want to do is go into Canvas from the MacBook and upload this Adobe file to Canvas. That way I can see what you had done, I can see your layers, and make sure that everything was working out for you. And if there's any issues, I can also walk through what happened. So make sure you go into Canvas, upload this assignment, and then also just take a screenshot. If you zoom out and on a MacBook, what you do to take a screenshot is you hold down Command, Shift, and the number 4. And you'll get this bullseye. Just draw a selection over your artboard. You'll get a little, if your volume's on, you'll get a picture sound. And then you just want to upload that picture to the SlideShare as well, just so we can have that updated with all of your artwork. And that's it.